Okay, here we're going to talk a bit about drawing manual waves in WaveBasis. And drawing waves in WaveBasis is about as easy as it could be. The tools have been designed from the ground up to support the most natural and efficient and intuitive workflow possible. So let's just jump right in here. Let's zoom out of the CGW chart. Now we use this chart. I'll go quickly here, and then we'll talk a bit about what I just did. We used CGW in another video to talk about the analysis we performed on this section of the rally. In this example, I'll just show you very quickly sort of some of the preliminary analysis that I did. And in this case, I was interested in this correction from the high here to this low here. So if I was drawing a manual wave, I might first assume as a first investigation that this is an ABC correction shaped like that. Now, one of the first questions I would have there is, well, how do the lengths of wave A and wave C compare? This is the ratio. What is the ratio between those subwaves? Well, typically I would have to calculate that myself somehow with a calculator or some other way. But in this case, I can just hover the waves and see down in the ratios area here what the ratios between each of the subsections, subwaves of that wave are. And I can see in this case that wave A and wave C, the ratio of wave C to wave A is 1.19, which is lit up green to let me know that that's very close to the most common ratio between wave A and wave C, which is 1.0. So this is already giving me some confirmation that this is a soundly valid and well-structured Elliott wave correction. And we can go a little bit further here, and as you may have seen with the first wave that I drew, you choose a degree. Now, typically, I start my drawings with by choosing a primary degree, as I did in this case, just to leave room on it. It doesn't much matter, but you'd like to leave yourself room at higher and lower degrees if you want to continue to fill in the manual analysis. So in this case, we'll go 1 degree down and draw in a correction here. Now, some of you might have already known that the A of a wave shaped like this most commonly takes the form of 3 waves. Now, for those of you who are newer to Elliott wave analysis, this structure, this ABC light blue structure might not be so familiar, but what you can do is take a look at the waveguide, and we can see that in this particular case, that ABC most resembles a flat pattern, just like this. This one, in this case, is upside down because we're in a bull market, but the shape is roughly the same. And you can see that the internal structure here is a 3-3-5. So that means A is made up of 3 waves, B is made up of 3 waves, C is made up of 5 waves. So again, in continuing to draw this example, we would expect wave B to be, we would expect wave B to be in an ABC 3-wave shape. Now what you might notice here is you don't have to be very precise when you drop your wave labels. The tool is sensitive and can find tops and bottoms for you. Additionally, you might notice that the waves are stacking. So lower degrees are stacked under or closer to the price series than the higher degree waves. This makes it really fast and really easy to perform manual wave counting. And we can go one step further on this simple example. Let's go down 1 degree and just complete the wave C as a 5-wave structure down. And it's roughly in here. And something about like this. Now, sometimes you need to zoom in a bit to get a little bit more control. And there we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's one simple example. The other example I wanted to show you is our Apple chart. And if you've watched any of our other videos, you might have noticed that we've used Apple quite a bit in our tutorials. And one reason for that is because since the May low, as you see here, Apple has moved up in a very well-behaved, almost textbook 5-wave impulsive move. It really just jumps out at you. So in this, we can use this as another example to do some manual counting. So if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it probably is a duck. So let's assume this is a 5-wave impulsive move up. I can draw my first 5 waves there. Let's see, I may want to draw in a lower degree corrective wave here, for example. And again, you notice the automatic stacking here. And one thing I should also point out is the wave mode here. So as you've noticed, you choose the type of pattern you'd like to draw from here. You choose the degree from the degree menu. And then there's also the wave mode. By default, the wave mode is automatic. That means you have your automatic stacking, and also will use the high and low price in all the calculations. And that includes the ratios calculations and the smart fibs, which I'll show you in 1 minute. And then you have the snap lines to price. And what that allows you to do is still get the benefit of calculations being performed from the, let me turn off some of the other drawings. Maybe it's a bit confusing. Let's turn off the fibs and the channels. Okay. So with, once again, snap lines to price, our magnet icon there, we can set the wave label at any distance from prices as we like. The automatic stacking is turned off, but as you can see from the dotted line and the line when I hover the wave, the calculations, let's get it in the right place here. The calculations are still performed from the low price in this case. The other wave mode setting is freestyle, and what that means is the wave and the price calculations can be anywhere you like. You know, you might want to use that for some experimentation, or if you're doing a presentation for someone, but most of the time having it set to automatic is going to make the most sense. So there we have that. If I can just let go there. Now what's really great about the the manual wave drawing is that you still have all of your access to all of your smart tools. So just like with auto counting, you can hover a wave and see the channels. You can see the fib extensions here. See wave 3 went up to just between the 1382 and the 1618. We have the retracement levels. You can see in this case the channel line, the top of the channel here, served as an excellent predictor of where wave 5 would stop from your manual drawing. So immediately you have all sorts of insights from manual drawings, manual wave drawings, that would be quite time consuming to get on other tools. This is instantaneous intelligence about the waves that you've drawn. So the manual wave drawing tools in WaveBasis really do accelerate and make drawing much easier. So I hope this gives you a good start to using manual wave drawing in WaveBasis, and thanks for watching. Happy trading.